I never imagined I'd kiss my professor in the university lab, but there I was, lips still tingling, heart racing, eyes locked with hers, terrified someone might walk in at any second. It all began 4 months ago when I enrolled in the Artificial Intelligence course. Dr. Teresa Brooks entered the lecture hall with a quiet authority that silenced the room. She wasn't just intelligent, she was formidable. A leading mind in machine learning, her name graced journals I could only dream of being published in. She was everything I aspired to become. At first, I told myself it was just admiration. But soon, I began noticing things I shouldn't have: the subtle way she adjusted her glasses, the half-smile she gave when I challenged her in class. One afternoon, I was stuck on a stubborn coding error when she leaned in to help. I caught the faintest trace of her perfume. "You're forcing convergence where there's no pattern," she said softly, her eyes fixed on my screen. "Got it," I managed, though my body was betraying every logical process I tried to follow. "You have potential, Tracy," she said as she straightened. "Would you like to join my research team? I need someone with your dedication." Saying yes was the best, and worst, decision I ever made. We started working closely on emotional pattern recognition algorithms, often staying late in the lab. Officially, we discussed data, optimization, neural nets. Unofficially, we danced between tension and restraint, every glance charged with things left unspoken. One late afternoon, while debugging an elusive algorithm, Teresa murmured, "You know, it's nearly impossible to teach an AI how to recognize desire." Her eyes were on the screen, but the air between us crackled. "Desire doesn't follow logic," I said, barely breathing. "Maybe that's why it's so hard to define," she replied, finally meeting my gaze. The silence between us stretched, thick with implication. As our research progressed, so did the intimacy. She started calling me my most promising protégé in meetings, a phrase that sent a jolt through me every time. Then came the invitation, the International AI Conference in Atlanta. "You should present our work," she said. "You're not presenting?" I asked. "I'll be there," she smiled. "But I want you on that stage. You'll make quite the impression." In Atlanta, she shed her professor persona. At the hotel, our rooms were connected by a door she joked would help if I got anxious. I laughed, masking how much I longed to cross that threshold. The presentation went flawlessly. She praised me publicly. But that night at the closing party, Teresa appeared in a navy blue dress that took my breath away. "Congratulations," she said, stepping close. "I'm so proud of you." She rested her hand on my waist, not professionally. I whispered her name. "I know," she said, not pulling away. "This is crazy." I nodded. I should go back to my room. Back at the university, everything changed. The janitor entered, emptied the trash, and left. Still, we didn't move. "I know this violates every ethical rule," she whispered. "I know what's at stake. But I can't keep running this simulation. I can't keep lying to myself." I swallowed hard. "Let me finish debugging this," she said, her voice trembling. "You've become an error in my system, one I can't fix, because I don't want to." I stepped closer. "You're not an error in my system, Teresa. You are my system." She kissed me. And in that moment, nothing in the world of machine learning or logic could compare. It was soft and urgent, rational and reckless. A paradox I never wanted to solve. When we pulled away, breathless and shaken, I asked with a nervous smile, "What's the next step in the algorithm?" She smiled back. "I don't know. This is the first time I don't have a flowchart. What if someone finds out?" "Then we debug it together," she said. "But first, let's finish the semester. No compromises to your evaluation. After that, let's see what kind of architecture we can build." We slipped out of the lab, unnoticed. But for the first time, we weren't programming machines, we were learning how to navigate us. Love may not follow clean lines of code, but this was one process I was ready to embrace, Glitch by Beautiful Glitch.